Hello, everybody! How are we doing? I'm standing above my microphone because Scooter is on my chair. So I'm just sort of like uncomfortably hovering. a little uncomfortably. Hello! And here's Scooter and Coco. Hi everybody! We're celebrating my affiliate anniversary today. We're not doing it. I'm not like, okay, so I know like usually affiliate anniversary streams are like, wow, we're gonna have like subscription goals and incentives. But I'm going on vacation to Japan in like 5 days, and I'm gonna be gone for most of October, so it feels kind of silly to do like big pushes of Twitch subs when I'm then going to leave y'all for like 3 weeks. So we're not worrying about any of that. If you want to sub, you'll sub, but if you don't, it's fine, it's all cool. But we do have a brand new thing happening today. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Nevik, thank you. I want to make him dance.
Nevik Link gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Hi, Dylan. You're like so confused. So confused. That badge pog. Let's go, Nevik. Thank you so much for gifting a sub. It went to... I missed it. Does it say? G-Rin. G-Rin. Thank you so much. Congratulations, G-Rin. How are y'all doing? Hi, Cosmic Cynthia. Hi, Inky. Hi, Starry. Hi, Scallop. Hi, Nox. Hi, everybody. You know who got the cat treats? Starry did today. Starry did. Hi. Okay. We want treats. Let's get treats done first. How are y'all doing? Yippee! Y'all say thank you to Starry? Where are you going? Oh ho 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 ho, so yummy. Who? Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Okay. Can we calm ourselves? Calm? Calm? No calm. Ah! Hi. Oh. They're so good. Scooter, what are you doing? There's no treats there. Oh, you're so handsome. So handsome. Hi. They're so good. They're so good. Whoa. There we go. Yep, that's it. That's it. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? That's it. I'm gonna take my chair. Thank you. They're so good. Yo, hi.
Splatjoy just rated with 4 viewers.
Let me get my headphones back on. Now that I've sat back down, y'all just missed the cat treats. You just missed the kitties getting their treats. Hi, hello, hi Splatjoy. Thank you so much for the raid. You came in here. I mean, I would say the perfect time, but I guess the cats did just leave, so it was almost the perfect time. I know, almost. Here. Can I like at least show off? Coco, you want to come up and say hi? Can we like make you think there are treats? He might be a little too smart. It's like, don't touch me. There are no treats. Well, they're here. They're here. They're still here. Coco's like, if you don't have treats, don't touch me. No touching me. But yes, hi, hello, everybody. I know, I love them. They are so cute. Also, JustCloud03, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you all so much for coming in from Droid Stream. Thanks for coming in. My name is Rose, short for Rose of Battle. If you don't know me, I play a lot of dualies, going pew 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 pew. In Splatoon 3, I am the captain of a competitive team called Malibu Rising. You can see our logo right there. One of my teammates got us all bags with our logo on them for Riptide. It's so cute. They're adorable. I am actually going to Japan in 5 days, and I'm going to be there for almost, like, not quite 3 weeks. I'm going to be there between 2 and 3 weeks, so I'm going to be away from Twitch for most of October. So this is my last stream for quite a while. It's my affiliate anniversary, and today, as of 22 minutes ago, now have a merch store. You'll get rotating images of all the different things in the merch store. Well, not every single thing in the merch store. There are also stickers. There are also stickers of things that are in the merch store, including a sticker sheet of some of my Splatoon OC designs with different weapons and whatnot. And also, thank you so much for all the stream streaks today, y'all. Inky got 210, Vic got 260. The spooky month. The spooky month. Yeah, so the merch store, we'll talk about it and look at it in a moment, but first of all, if you are a Twitch sub, you do get 10% off of your order. And for everybody, not just Twitch subs, if you spend $75 or more, you get free shipping. So, very cool and exciting. Happy affiliate anniversary. I don't know what this means. So your affiliate anniversary is the anniversary of when you made Twitch affiliate. So yeah, it's been several years since I made Twitch affiliate. We've been hanging and chilling. Keep in mind that I believe Fourth One was you use one discount coupon at discount or coupon at a time. It might. I seem to recall that might be the case. I think. Good Price had some super issues with it. Oh, yeah, now I remember. How much is free shipping in British pounds, love? I don't know. But I know some things ship from Europe. Not everything ships from the well, okay, so like I think all the things in there do ship from the US, but rather I don't think I think there are products that don't ship exclusively from the US. I think some do ship like within Europe. I think it says on the listings as well. We'll pull up the site together in a minute, but actually I feel like we should probably pin that message. We probably should. Probably. Y'all might also notice, unless hopefully Twitch hopefully got uploaded correctly on the channel point rewards, but there is a new channel point reward for the Q&A. I do also have my Google form from questions that people already entered. We're going to be, after we look at the merch and whatnot, we're going to switch into a Q&A stream where I asked y'all to send me questions about my time with Splatoon, various things about Splatoon, and also other things, like whatever y'all want to ask me questions about or chat about. So we have like a dozen or so questions from that, plus any more y'all want to go in. Oh yeah, our US dollars is not as strong as your British pounds. As your pounds, yeah, okay, so 75 USD to 56.92 pounds. I see. Man, I'm gonna be doing like conversions so much in Japan from yen to USD, because when I last went in 2016, the dollar to yen exchange rate was about $1 to 100 yen, so that was pretty easy to do in my head. It is not that anymore. $1 is no longer 100 yen. It is 147 yen. So it's a pretty good exchange rate compared to when I last went. So I'm gonna be like, This is less easy to do in my head. But yeah, I'm so excited. I am super, super excited for the trip. I am going to miss y'all. I am going to do my best to take pictures and video and make either like a series of short vlogs as like YouTube shorts or Instagram reels or both, or one long video or both. I haven't decided yet. We'll see as I get through it. But I will do my best to post stuff on socials, probably prioritizing Blue Sky, and then probably after that my Discord server, and after that Instagram. So if you want to go follow me, I am Rose of Battle, and all the various socials that I do still keep active on. And there's also my Discord server there, and also there are the links to the YouTube stuff there. So yeah, I'm so excited. This is gonna be my 3rd trip to Japan. Gonna be my 3rd trip. I'm so excited. Although that might have been one of the questions in the Q&A. We'll get to it. So many hoodie colors. I'm tied up for choice. I know. I was so conflicted because I also suffer from decision paralysis. If there's so many choices, I'm like, oh god, I don't know how to choose. But I was also like, oh, but like, you know, not everybody likes pink and blues. I clearly like pinks and blues, but not everybody does. So I like wanted to have like some different options for people who were like, I don't really want to wear pink, and I'd be like, psh, I don't understand, but okay. But yes, it does also mean that there are many choices. too many pinks and blues, crazy. Yeah, I will miss y'all too. I'll do my best to post and keep you updated on like fun stuff that I'm doing. Can't choose between them. I know, so I also got different options of stuff. All right, do y'all want to go? You want to go look together at some of the stuff we got? Yeah. So this is roseofbattle-shop.fourthwall. I will add it as a panel to my Twitch, like my Twitch about me and stuff, but I think I do already have it linked as like one of the series of links in my about me window on Twitch, but I should also add it on Blue Sky and also in Discord. But so good. But yeah, we got stuff. We have 3 mug options. Only one mug comes in different colors. That was also because I wanted people to have maybe another non-pink option. Like, that's wild to me. But these mugs do all have a color that's on the interior. And then that's the same color as the handle color. So all the mugs have the design repeated on the back, so it is like a double-sided mug. Interested in the sweater with your inkling on it? The zip up? So cozy. I know, perfect, because it's fall. It's fall. I finally started wearing my hoodie today, so it got cool enough. I have that mug literally right in front of me. This mug right here, it's been through the dishwasher several times already. It's still doing great. It's fantastic. I like the print quality. Looks good. Adorable. I am absolutely obsessed with the pink color. And they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh, also, you might notice that there's like a gift to Twitch chat. I've never tried that, but that's apparently a thing people can do. Instead of like, you know, it's like gifting subs or a thing. Apparently you can gift merch. I've never tried it or witnessed it, but apparently that is a thing. Apparently. There is also... Oh, I don't know why why these images are not loading. 4th wall! Gosh dang it, 4th wall. Well, you can kind of see it there. Maybe I gotta refresh the listing or whatnot. There is the Dapple Doolies design for the mug. This one is only in blue. is adorable. Similar how this one is only in pink. It's the custom dually sculpture. It's got a very sleepy boyfriend after his move back up north. Oh my gosh. I know, maybe you will get enough sleep this month while I'm away, Starry. Maybe. There's also, I did make a crop top version for anybody who would like crop tops. I know we're leaving summer, but I don't know, it's still been hot lately. And also, if you're like me and you have a short torso, it's like also kind of nice to have crop tops if you like wearing high-waisted skirts and pants. Cause some of us have short torsos. I'm currently wearing this color, the orchid color, to give you a sense of what it looks like. It is a very light color. It's very muted. It's very soft. It's very comfy. It's definitely like, I guess I would call it somewhere between like a pale pink and a pale lavender. Orchid's probably a good name for the color. I would say it is a cooler toned pink than a warm toned pink. And it is very muted as opposed to like this much more intense pink. Bubblegum being a much warmer pink. There's also soft colors like ecru. There's also, of course, white and black. So that's a crop top. There is a t-shirt version of that design that comes in a bunch of colors, some of which are soft, like the pink and the blue and white. There's also citron. I also really like the sage color. Like, I don't actually wear green very much, but I was like, yo, that is really cute. That's a nice looking green. I like how that green looks with the pink. I really like that. Like, I usually don't wear green, but I've got some friends who love green. I'm like, hello. And then there's, of course, some of like, you know, like a brighter blue. There's black. And then I also know I've got some red fans in the chat, and I thought this was a gorgeous red. It was like a deep red. I was like, ooh, I like that color. I love that shade of red with pink. So, had to get it. Had to set that up. The hoodies that we've been talking about, there's of course a hoodie design with that same bow design. It comes in several of the very light colors, including a couple neutrals and whatnot. You might notice that there is some sleeve detailing on this one. It is going to be the most obvious on colors that contrast with the pink. So it's going to be much more subtle on the pink. But on something like navy or black or a brown or a purple, it's gonna pop a lot. So I thought that was nice to have a couple different options. Not to give y'all decision paralysis. The thing with the most options of colors for like the differences is this design that I made myself with these vine images that kind of look like wings. And it comes in this black detailing in both a pink hoodie and a light blue hoodie. These are like also like my exact favorite shades of pink and blue. I was like, what the heck? Literally my favorite shades of them. So it has the vine detailing on the back. It's got the rose logo on the front. And then on the right shoulder is my Rose of Battle logo. Da 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 da. But if you would like a pink design instead of that black design for the printing, there are many more options of the pink just on colors that obviously like I didn't think it showed up very well on the other two colors. So you can have it in white, you can have it in black or navy, or a very it's indigo blue, I don't know, it's blue, or purple, which might be my favorite option for the more contrasting colors. I love it. I love it. And then, as we mentioned, the zip-up hoodie with the inkling design on the back. That's my profile picture image. I love it so much. Ayla did such an amazing job. Ayla draws like ages ago. So freaking cute. Unfortunately, like the one downside of the zip up hoodies is that they come in so few colors. So this I can really only offer in colors that I thought looked good of the ones that were available, which were not many to begin with. So it comes in a navy if you don't want like a black. So that's navy. This is black, navy, black, and then also white. If you are not worried about staining your sweatshirts. Could not be me. That was on the front. Yeah, so the because it's a zip up. So the zip up on the front comes with the rose on the front, similar to the Vine hoodie, having the rose on on the left side. And then this is the back. So you can see the back of the hood. And that's the back of the hoodie. And you can also get the other sides. There's nothing printed on the sleeves, just front and back. Oh, were you torn between the pink and the purple on the Vines hoodie? I know, they're so freaking cute. So freaking cute. And if you don't want apparel or mugs, that's totally fine. Or if you're just like, I actually don't have that much money to spend, but I would like to get something, you could get a print of that really, really cute Tetras print by Ayla. I don't know, you could like buy the hoodie and then buy this. I don't know. Be like, we match. And if you want to frame your art, this does not come with a frame. It is just the printing itself. If you do want to frame and you don't want to go through the bother of buying a frame yourself separately and framing it, you can go ahead and buy a version of it with the frame. Oh my gosh, calm down, images. Every time I hover over it, it's like, would you like to zoom in 100 billion%? No. It comes in both a white frame and a black frame. So whichever, oh look, twinsies. So whether you prefer white or black, comes in both. And then there are also stickers. You can get a sticker sheet. Comes with those 3 Inkling designs. Both of these 2 are on the mugs, and then this one's on a couple various things like the zip up hoodie being printed on the back. Or if you just want one big sticker, but about a 3x3, 3 inches by 3 inches. I'm sorry to those of you who don't use inches, who are not American and normal. Sorry to those of you who are normal, but there are also stickers. Sticker 3x3 inches. But there was one thing I wanted to do. I did want to test out the giveaway function and try opening up like a short giveaway for the merch that y'all can open. So I was gonna give away 1 mug. Gonna give away 1 mug. Centimeters. Yeah, how many? Okay, 3 inches is how many centimeters? How many? I have no idea. All right, let's go into if I can remember how to do it. Create giveaway. Ooh, okay, generates a link for me. Okay, so we have to do our own giveaway through like Stream Elements. And then I can send you a link to redeem it if you win. Twitch integrated giveaway stuff is fun. So I know there's the gifting. There's Twitch gifting. Oh, I guess I could try that. Oh, do we want to try that? I'm gonna try that. Gift to Twitch. I think the gift to Twitch chat's really quick though. So like, are y'all ready? Because I think I remember reading that it's like I can only set it to like some very short range, and I think the longest of the range is 180 seconds. So it's like 3 minutes. So are y'all ready? Hi.
Can I lock Scooter in here?
Can you lock Scooter in here? Sure.
You ate that salmon, right?
Yeah, I ate the salmon. Yeah. Scooter's hanging out with us. He's behind me. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's asking for my contact info. Email me about big announcements and releases. Oh my gosh, is Rose of Battle gonna email me? Oh my gosh. That's nuts. You know, we have stopped getting skim milk. He has stopped that now. Okay, I think it's going through. I think it's going through. We're gonna find out. I think it'll announce it in Twitch chat. I think it did. I think it went through. Yeah! Yeah, and I think you just type join. I don't think there's an exclamation point. I guess so. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We'll find out what happens. We're learning together, chat. Oh, I should let you know what it's for. It's for this. It is for this mug. You're all like, I don't know what. Okay, no, it did say. Okay, that's good. It was like, I don't know what we're joining, but we're joining. Okay, so if you want, hopefully, we're testing this, hopefully a chance at getting this mug, type join. No exclamation point, I think, just join. In the next, like, 2.5 minutes at this point. So yeah, we're doing live. We're testing it on air. Testing it on air. We're gonna find out what happens. I kind of wish it like showed me like on the web page, like on my side, which I'm not going to show for like, you know, not showing you my personal info, my payment info. But I wish it showed for me like who's signed up. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. There's no like timer. We're just like, well, no doxing myself. Not happening. Let's not do that. Rose of doxes herself. You know what trips me up is that fourth wall has a U in it. Like you dirty Europeans. And I'm like, I don't know how that works. I know, you dirty Europeans. How dare you? Why do you put U's in things that shouldn't be there? All right. Well, we'll find out when this ends. I have no timer, so it'll end soon. Let me start pulling up Q&A stuff. I joined to be slated. Hi, Ice Cream Witch. If you want a quick chance, because I have no idea how much time is left on the timer, you can type join in chat, just a single message of join to have a shot at winning this. Our mugs. This is our brand new merch drop for the affiliate anniversary. We're testing out the Twitch gifting feature. Why do the Americans keep removing U's more than anything? I think it's without the exclamation point. I think it's just join. Wait, Wait, was it with the exclamation point? Still works, I guess? Now I'm like, okay, didn't say to use the exclamation point, but I have no idea. I have no idea. I want to see if they say. I don't think you have to use exclamation point. I think both count. No, it doesn't show me how many entered. I sure would love to see that to get like confirmation. It definitely... Because it doesn't do like a confirmation in chat either, like Stream Elements does. I want to know. I want to know. So they have a different thing on Fourth Wall's help. It uses enter instead of join. But on their thing, I'll show you. I'll show you, because I won't dox myself if I show this page. On this page, it says type exclamation point enter. Whereas ours said type join, no exclamation point. And people just typed what it said. So maybe it's mystery. I just almost doxed myself. It could be a coincidence. Yeah, that's why I'm like, does it? Does it? Does it show me? Does it show me? Giveaway status. No, go ahead and redeem. Did it actually send you a thing? So I was like, it didn't give me a link to send you. It didn't give me a link to send you. But if you want to not redeem... Oh, the link's on the alert. Wait, that's so... Wait, can anybody... Oh, verify with Twitch. I was like, wait, that's so dumb that it sends a link. Do we... Okay. If you want to try it, if you're cool with this, Ice Cream Witch, we could all try again. And we'll all do exclamation point join, or we'll all do no exclamation point. This is why sites should just have me like user test everything. So I'm like, don't worry, I'll find a potential error. Don't you worry. Oh, okay. You're so kind. Let's run another one then. I think it'll let me just go ahead and do another. Let me try. Make it last like only a minute. Yeah. Oh. How do I, cause I like didn't do anything to like adjust the I bet it's in settings. Bet it's in settings. You all are so patient, thank you. I'm like, shoot, where is it? We Google our answers. Oh, I think I found it. I found it! Okay. I think we got it. I like understanding how the back end of things tick. Yeah! I swear, I'm just always like, this UI confuses me. Have me test things so I can tell you why I'm confused by your UI. Or I'm like, don't worry, we'll find a potential problem. All right, let's try this one more time. It should be set at 60 seconds now. Oh yes, let's all decide. Let's say... Let's do no exclamation point. Let's do no exclamation point. Just the word join. Okay, should be going through soon. No exclaiming this time. Okay, all right. 60 seconds, flat and monotone. Join. We're testing this for science. And if nobody wins anything, then we will have learned something. We will find out. While we're waiting, let me catch up on some redeems. I saw Nox redeemed, Nox and Starry redeemed. Some star stamps. If no one wins anything, does that mean we would do it with exclamation point? I think so. We were just following the directions that the bot gave us. There we go. We were just being good. All right, while y'all do that, I'm gonna pull up the questions from the Q&A form. Perhaps it's both. Oh, maybe it is both. Yo, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm glad that it does have both. Thank you for letting us test science. Ice Cream Wish, thank you for letting us test science once more. Thank you. Congrats to Cynthia. You have won a mug. Make sure you go redeem it through that link there. I assume it's gonna have you log in with Twitch and probably put in your shipping information so it knows where to send it. And let me know if anything is weird or if it's like difficult at all, just because I'm curious. I've never seen what it looks like. We've learned some things. Now give away the Vine hoodie in pink for me only. I'm glad you like it. I was really happy with that one. I was like, I made this. Well, thank you all so much. I'm really, really excited about the merch. I think it's really, really, really cute. I have been wearing the crop top a lot on my own, just off of stream. I've been hiding it. And I've been using the mug this month so far. I got both of these at the beginning of September. So I've used them both for about a month now. I've washed the shirt a couple times. I have run the cup through the dishwasher a few times. I'm shipping them to the UK. Oh, I forgot. Well, the mugs might also ship from within Europe to Europe. I know at least some of them ship within Europe to Europe. I forget which exact things. That would be so cool, wouldn't it, Starry? So cool. I don't think it will happen, though. I don't think it will happen, though. Why are the emote explosions going off again? What's happening? What's happening? Why are they going off again? I don't know why that one went off. It's a mystery. It is a mystery. There's so many mysterious things happening. So strange. Boyfriend fell asleep behind me, is now snoring. Oh my gosh. Yeah, how do y'all feel about snoring? It used to keep me from sleeping way more than it does now. Stream's haunted. I think so. It's like cocksgun. Stream's haunted. I don't know what's happening, but it's haunted now. Woohoo! Okay, cool. Yeah, it says giveaway order is confirmed. Okay, cool. The other one does not say confirmed, so we have done more science. very cool. Put in my shipping info. Maybe it did that when you redeemed it. Maybe that was that emote explosion. Maybe that's the only thing I can think of. That or streams haunted. Well, congrats, Cosmic Cynthia. I hope you enjoy the mug. Thank you all so much for the excitement over the fun goodies. I appreciate it. I was really, really excited working on this for the past couple of months. Yeah, that's what I think it was. Ooh, yeah, okay. We made it. We learned some things. Q&A time. Q&A time. If y'all want to add any more questions, then I do have a channel point redemption that should be live. Tell me if you can't see it, but according to my end, it's live. That will let you put in a question. I've got several already, but if you want to add any more, or if like an answer to any of these questions that were already put in through the Google form that I sent out, if you think of like any like, oh, I want to know more about that thing, then feel free to send in another question. Depending on what time it is, by the time we're like done, like just chatting and whatnot, I will hop into some Splatoon, unless it's a little late, in which case I'll be like, actually I have some like packing and cleaning to do, and then I will run off. But thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. Thank you. Sorting out food. Enjoy the food. All right, I'm pulling up questions. Oh, the order of these have been changing throughout the day, and I'm pretty sure it's not by like the order they were submitted in. So we're gonna be bouncing from topic to topic. So I don't know how Google decided like to order things. I don't think it did. I think it's just putting them in a random order. Like anytime a question comes in, the order changes. It doesn't just put it at the top or the bottom, it just changes it. Actually, that's a really, really good one to start with. That's a good one to start with, because then I can go through a couple of the other Splatoon questions. Well, I say other. Some of the other. There are several Splatoon questions. There are more emote explosions happening. Okay, stream's haunted. Stream's haunted. Stream's haunted. Stream's haunted. I don't know what's happening. Hi, Phoenix. How you doing? Cosmic Cynthia asked... Oh, it's me? Sorry, I exploded. Wait, I'm supposed to have an alert that pops up for it. Oh, whatever. Like, it's supposed to be an alert that pops up when the thing, if anybody buys anything. I bought a mug. Yeah, I'm supposed to get alerts for that. Okay, those are our alerts, apparently, for that. It was Nevik. It was Nevik! Yo, Nevik, which mug did you get? Losing my mind. How you doing? I'm losing my mind in a good way. New Magic proxies came in. Ooh, wait, proxies for what? I assume Magic the Gathering, the blue. That was gonna be my guess for you. I was like, I bet between the three options, Nevik's gonna go with the Dapple Doolies. Oh, well, Eldrazi is a term I know. I don't know it well because I don't really play Magic, but you know my spouse does, so he talks at me a lot. I talk at him about Splatoon, and he talks at me about Magic, and this is me talking about Splatoon, and he's like, I don't understand what's going on. And then this is him talking about Magic, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. So yeah, we take turns. Pyrie, thank you so much. Exciting. I know, it's so exciting. Okay, so Cynthia asked, how long have you played Splatoon? I have been playing Splatoon since day one of Splatoon 1. Like, legit, the day it came out, I pre-ordered the game. The day it came out, it arrived at my house on launch day. The funny story, and I forget if this was FedEx or UPS. It was not USPS that GameStop shipped through. It was one of those two private companies. Delivered it and stuck it in a bush outside the apartment complex. And I was looking all over when I got the email notification saying that it had been delivered. Because I checked my mailbox and I was like, it's not in the mailbox. And then I checked all around in the mailroom and I was like, it is nowhere in this mailroom. And back then, they were, you know, there was not really the common thing of sending a picture of where it had been left. So I was looking all over outside, and then I eventually found it in the bush. And I was like, what? Like, it had my name on it. I opened it. It had the copy of Splatoon 1. And I was like, okay, interesting spot to put it. But yeah, I like panicked for about 30 minutes trying to find it. Yeah, I actually first heard about Splatoon the day it was announced. I was working at E3 that year, 2014, when Nintendo announced Splatoon 1. And I didn't get to play it there. My colleagues did. I watched them play. And I was so excited. Yeah, I was so hyped for it. I was just like, because it came out of nowhere. Nobody expected that. We were all like, what? What is this IP? Like, is this a new Nintendo IP? And then I watched it, and I was like, yo, this game looks really fun. I don't actually really play shooters, but I would be willing to give this a shot. And yep, then it came out in 2015. Before 2015, I played it. I played all of the premieres. What were they? I'm blanking on the name that they gave for them. The test fires. I played the test fires, and was like, yep, I really like this game. Back in the day when people just used roller to just roll on top of people, and people did not understand that you could just back up away from the roller while you shot at it. And people would just stand in place while they got run over. It was really funny. Yeah, I played the very first test fires. I was so excited for the game. Like, I'm pretty sure all I ever played was like Splattershot Jr. and maybe Splattershot in the test fires. I didn't try. Well, maybe I did try roller. I don't think there were not that many weapons to play. And even then I did not play many of them. But I definitely played like the basic shooter, and was really, really enjoyable. And yeah, and I've been playing it ever since for 10 years. It has become my hyperfixation, whereas Starry's is Dark Souls. Oh, you played since then too? Ah, that's exciting. Played Charger in the test fire? Oh yeah, I didn't even try the Chargers. I was like, there's no way. I'm gonna be so bad at Splat Charger. I remember back in Splat 2 test fire, there were only 4 weapons. Yeah, they usually don't have that many. Oh, Dylan's is Dark Souls. Oh, I thought you said yours and Dylan's. Oh, that's true. That's true. You said your boyfriend's Dark Souls. You and I share the Splatoon hyperfixation. My bad. I misread. Oh, Dark Souls. You're so right for that. Yeah, Matt asked with the I was gonna laugh. I was like, this is clearly a typo. How long are you been Daphne for and why? How long have you been playing Dapples for and why? Ooh, I think I did actually have a question about when I started playing Dualies. I had a question, not exactly that. We'll get to it. So I started playing the Dapple Dualies. They were really the first Dualies that I felt comfortable playing. So the Dualies were introduced in Splatoon 2. I did not play them at launch of Splatoon 2. I was very much I played a ton of Aerospray in Splatoon 1. And then I continued playing Aerospray at the beginning of Splatoon 2. I was an Aerospray main. It is a canon event. I feel like everybody has the time when they play Aerospray a lot. So yeah. And then at some point, probably, Splatoon 2 came out in 2017. I believe by 2018, I finally picked up the Dualies. Because I was tired of constantly getting killed by Dualies players. And they would make me so annoyed. I'd be like, how did they do that? And why can't I hit them? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start practicing them so I can figure out how people are doing this and find out what their weaknesses are. And then I just fell in love with the Dualies. And Dapples specifically, I found it a lot easier to aim with them because they were super short ranged to, you know, connect to Starry's question that they just asked. What was your main in Splatoon 1 when dualies weren't a thing? So other than Arrow Spray, which I mentioned, I played, really, I was very much also a main of the Splash-O-Matic and the Sploosh-O-Matic. I really just liked short range shooters. I was all short range. I mean, Sploosh is about as short range as you can be in Splatoon. So going from Sploosh to Dapples was not really a huge leap. It was just that, oh, I can roll now. Splash player. Yeah, and then I didn't play Splash in Splatoon 3 until way, way, way long after the meta of having 2 to 3 Splash-O-Matics on your team with Crab Tank. But yeah, yeah, I liked Dapples because they were super fast and really, really, really aggressive. And I didn't find it super difficult to aim with them. I loved that. Loved it so much. All right, let me check a couple of the questions in the Google form doc. Let's see. Other Splatoon questions. What made you fall in love with the Dualies class? Dualies, yeah, so like I mentioned, I wanted to pick them up because I was like, how do people keep killing me when they're playing Dualies? So I immediately fell in love with how they can maneuver well. In Japanese, they're literally called like the maneuvers. They're not called the dualies, they're the maneuvers. I really liked the high mobility, but still being able to shoot something. I've never disliked the brush weapons, but I've never been super great at the melee weapons in Splatoon, like Octobrush and Inkbrush. So I found it really nice to be really fast and to maneuver really well, but still be shooting something. And I really enjoy like rolling around people, and I thought it was so cool to be like, oh, I'm over here, oh, now I'm over here, oh no, I'm back this way, oh no, now I'm rolling towards you. I thought it was super, super fun. Yeah, movement mechanics are so fun. I love them so much. Have you ever taught a partner to play Splatoon? And if so, what did they like playing, and how much did their matches make you cringe? Jovial did play some of Splatoon 1. He gave it a fair shot. Agreed that it was a very, very well-made and interesting multiplayer game, and decided it was just not really for him. Like, he's played shooters, but this one he was just like, oh yeah, this was really, really cool. It's just not for me, which is fine. But I did watch him play. I think he just played this would have been Splatoon 1, so obviously no dualies. I think he just played like the Splattershot. I forget if I had him start on Splattershot Junior or if I had him start on the Splattershot. I forget. But yeah, he did try it. I gave him my account to play on for a little bit, and I watched, and I didn't cringe too bad. Jovial's played enough video games that he's like pretty decently good at most games in general. And even though this one, like, he doesn't play that many games that use gyroscope for aiming, he found it pretty intuitive. I know not everybody does. I certainly caught on to the gyroscope controls much better than, like, I think I've heard some people struggling trying to make the switch from sticks to the motion controls. And he also found the motion controls really, really simple to understand. And it just worked in his head very well. Very intuitive. So I only cringed a little bit. And it was like, not anything that was bad. It was just like, yes, clearly this is your first time playing. And I was also like this, of like, not always being very good about diving into your ink when you should, or being able to maneuver around. not checking the map. Back then, it was on the gamepad on the Wii U. So you would glance down at it. I only cringed a little bit. You were pretty good. I'm gonna say, I legit only cringed a little bit. You were pretty good that, like, short time you tried Splatoon. I don't know. Tell us what you remember about when you played a teeny bit of Splatoon 1. Which was, like, 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure you played one of, like, the basic short-range shooters. I'm fairly certain. Need to get you playing Half-Life again? Yeah, so speaking of shooters, wait, was there a shooter question? I could have sworn, like, I did check these before I went live. I think there was, do you play shooters other than Splatoon? The answer is no, not currently. But yeah, much longer than 10 years ago. This may have been 2013. I don't know, when did you have me play Half-Life? 2013 or 2014? Maybe it was 2014. I had never really played first-person shooters before. I did not have a computer when I was growing up that could handle most video games. It barely ran The Sims 2. Barely. And it could not do any, like, if it was a mansion in The Sims 2, it was like, nope, that's too many things. Gonna explode now. So yeah, I didn't really play any FPSs. I did used to play a lot of Apex recently, as in, you know, like, not as a child. Yeah, we haven't played Apex in a couple years, but I did used to play a lot of Apex. I thought Apex was pretty fun, but long before Apex, yeah, I think besides, you know, Portal, which is first person and you aim it like a shooter, but, you know, it's a puzzle game. Left 4 Dead was a multiplayer shooter that I played with Jovial. And then, hi, buddy. And then Jovial wanted me to experience Half-Life. And, oh, thank you. Are you going to go on my computer? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Don't jump up where you should not be, which is he's already where he should not be. But do not jump higher onto the shelf. Half-Life. Yeah, so I tried Half-Life, and I'd never really played I think that was before Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I think that was before Left 4 Dead. And I unloaded, like, every bullet I had in that gun that you start with. We were just talking about, I think it was like 18 bullets or something. I loaded like 18 bullets into the first head crab that jumps at you. I was really bad at it. I was really, really bad at it. I was just like, ah! And I did not hit it all 18 times. I was really bad at it. But yeah, but by the time we got to Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, I was learning much more about playing shooters. And then after I started Splatoon 1, because that would have been summer of 2015, when Overwatch 1 finally released, I never played Overwatch when it was in beta, but I did play it like right around launch, which was still probably the best era of Overwatch, was right at launch. That's pretty much my experience with shooters. I played a lot of Overwatch actually for a long time. And then, you know, as time went on and I started liking the community coming into Overwatch less and less and less, I just kind of stopped playing Overwatch nearly as much. And then I eventually started playing Apex, and Apex was really fun. Apex was super fun. Kind of hate it when they try to make it more serious. Yeah, man. Yeah, I played Diva and Mercy and Lucio. Mainly them. If I was playing a more standard attacker, then I was Soldier 76, but generally I was most comfortable on Diva and Mercy. Diamond Console Diva main Diva! That's my girl. That's my girl. They're so good. But yeah, Left 4 Dead's great for teaching people shooters. Because it's co-op. Like, yeah, Jovial had the very smart idea of teaching me first-person shooters by having me play a co-op game with him. Instead of it being versus. So that was actually really, really great. I would legit still recommend those games. But yeah, now Electronic Arts is rest in peace. Rest in peace. Goodbye, Apex. Let's see. Let me go back to chat, and then we'll go back to the other responses in the forum. Q&A, what's your least favorite comp meta so far? I will say that the beginning Splatoon 3 meta was really bad. Partially because it lasted for so long. I felt like that was that's probably my least favorite comp meta, was the just, you pretty much only ever saw Splash-O-Matic and Sloshing Machine. And those were pretty much the only two weapons that you basically ever saw in a lobby of 8 people. I even made, oh shoot, can I go quickly grab it? I made a video about this many years ago, before there were any changes to Crab Tank. It was a meta for a long time. So I made this video over 2 years ago, just talking about, you know, metas and why it's important to change up metas sometimes, and how things influence metas from both, you know, the developer viewpoint and then also the experience of people playing the game, but then also the importance of a meta not being stagnant when there's like an esports audience. So it's not boring to watch. But yeah, it was like it was just boring to watch. So I like playing Double Zuka was probably my least favorite to experience as solely a player. I will say that, like, there can be some pretty sick Zuka kills that I'm like, oh my gosh, because at least that's super aggressive. Crab Tank is often more about opening engagements and or holding an area. So sometimes it's like, I don't know, when we were seeing just like Crab Tank, them just being chained together, it got pretty boring, because like not a whole lot was happening in the game, so that was boring. Didn't see the AA news. I know, Dragon Age. I still need to finish the most recent Dragon Age game. So yeah, that's my least favorite comp meta so far. It's the crab meta. What was the meta you've personally had the most fun with? Easy. Oh, I think I snoozed the ads just in time. We'll take an ad break in 5 minutes. Easy. Meta I've most personally had the most fun with. Splatoon 2 was the one that we often talk about, the rock, paper, scissors meta, where it was where it was balanced in a way where it was like dualies were good against blasters were good against brellas, and brellas were good against dualies. So it was this very interesting rock, paper, scissors style triangle. And it was so fun. It was really interesting because I wasn't really playing competitive at that time. I only signed up for like the occasional Nintendo tournament with people from the Spawn Point stream team, but I was not on a team. I was pretty casual about it, but I was starting to dip my toes into competitive, and at this point I was certainly watching competitive Splatoon, and that era of dualies, blasters, brella interactions were the most fun to watch. So cool. Loved it. And Slasher was good against all. Slasher's always been a pretty solid weapon. The chest-like nature of it's fun. Yeah! And just unfortunately, rest in peace, my custom dually squelchers. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, the Dapples were my first main. And then the custom dually squelchers were my second dualies main in Splatoon 2. Rest in peace, you poor soul. Your little tickles. You just don't do damage like you used to. If only main power-up had never been introduced to Splatoon 2, to then lead to the massive nerfs to the dually squelchers, which never got walked back for Splatoon 3. Rest in peace, soldier. Rest in peace. Remember you fondly. Mwah. I love those guns. Now it's V-dualies. Yeah, the dually sculptures were so fun. Heavy, oh. Poor Heavy. Let's see. I think I can do one more question before I gotta go on a quick break to let the ads run. Where's another, do we have another dualies related question? I know I do. That's one. Yeah, okay. What's your ideal dualies kit? Ideal dualies kit. A lot of the Splat dualies kits are pretty great. My personal ideal, if I was actually good at inkjet, which I'm not, because there's not a dually with inkjet in Splatoon 3 to force me to practice. I feel like my ideal aggressive dualies. Oh, hi, Scooter. He's being bad. He's being bad. All right, Scooter. Our ideal hypothetical dualies kit would be. I think I would love. Oh, okay. No, I have two options. I have two options. One for support, a supportive dually, and one for an aggressive dually. So I have two ideals. My ideal dualies kit for a supportive standpoint is taking the Dapple Dualies Nouveau from Splatoon 2. But instead of the main weapon being Dapple Dualies, I would put it on just the normal Splat dualies. Or heck. Nah, my third dually sculptures kit, instead of the mess that we got, I would have preferred having Pipe Dream, Burst Bomb, and Rain. Dually sculptures, Burst Bomb, Rain. Be my perfect, like, aggressive support. And then full out, just like I can handle myself, I am just aggressive dually would be Splat dualies with inkjet and the sub weapon. I mean, we're all just Burst Bomb, but other than Burst Bomb, heck, I'd take Toxic Mist. I would take Toxic Mist. I know that's supportive, but I think that would be super fun. Just take the V-Try kit and put it on Splat dualies. Inkstorm isn't on a dually either. I freaking love Storm. Yeah, the rain buff, man. Okay, yeah. And I think between the two, I would love dually squelchers with Burst Bomb and Rain. That would be my ideal. All right. I gotta go let the ads run and get Scooter, I guess, out of the room because he's causing trouble. I will be back in 3 minutes and we'll have more questions to answer. If you want to queue up any more channel points there, I'll be back in 3 minutes. back. We're back. Broadcast Beep. Thank you for the follow. Did y'all know? I didn't know that Broadcast Beep had a Twitch account, but they do podcasts about stuff happening in Splatoon. I've been watching it on YouTube. Yo, thank you. Hi, friends. Let's see. We like chatting about Splatoon. I can tell that y'all like asking questions about Splatoon. I like talking about Splatoon, so it turns out this works pretty well. It works out pretty nicely. What is your least favorite weapon to fight on each of your mains? That is, is somebody gonna take notes, use this against me? On dualies, I hate fighting Brellas. Like, I know that Brellas are still not amazing in Splatoon 3. I think the rework to Splat Brella is pretty cool. I'm liking it. Got to see JJ absolutely pop off on Splat Brella last week in the Nintendo League. The North American League. Loved that. Right? So yeah, I still on basically all of the dualies, I hate fighting Tentabrella specifically. It is so obnoxious to fight a good Tentabrella. A bad Tentabrella, I can just go around. But if they're very good about maintaining their shield and knowing the angles to keep themselves safe, there's not a whole lot I can do against them on dualies. I basically have to use an entire crab tank to shred the Tentabrella shield. Like an entire crab tank time of just shooting at the shield. It has so much HP. So yeah, that's my least favorite thing to fight. Also Paintbrush. Tentabrella and Paintbrush. Hate fighting on dualies, especially. Yeah. And then that pretty much goes for all of the dualies that I play. I probably, on Dapples, I hate fighting chargers on maps where chargers get to see basically all of the field, but that's more of a map design quibble. If there were better ways of and paths to flank on, it would not be nearly as annoying. But yeah, on Dread, I still hate fighting Tentabrella on Dread. I know people are always like, oh, but it's like, that's a better matchup than dualies. And I'm like, okay, so yes, you're not wrong, but I personally still don't feel like I can do a whole lot against Tentabrella on Dread. Especially in a 1v1 situation, it feels like I'm either going to die, or even if I don't die, the Tentabrella player is just wasting my time. They're drawing me away from where I want to be, and I basically have to yell at my teammates to come fight the Brella with me. I cannot fight that 1v1. And yeah, especially if the tent knows what they're doing, then like fighting them on Dread, I'm like, yeah, I can pressure them, but I'm not gonna win the fight. It's great if I have a teammate attacking them that I can be like, sure, I can slosh over the shield. But even if I'm sloshing over the shield, if that tent knows what they're doing, I'm not gonna get them. There's no way. There's no way. They're gonna eat up so much of my time, and I'm gonna go through all of my ink, and then they will kill me. So yeah, I know some people say that is not a bad matchup for Dread, and I think they're wrong. I think they're wrong. I think there are worse matchups into Tentabrella, but I do not think Dread is a good matchup into the Tentabrella. I don't think most weapons are a good 1v1 matchup into Tentabrella. Tentabrella's good at drawing aggro and staying alive and stalling. But other than that, other than the tent, I really dislike playing against probably 52 gal. Because their slash wall is really annoying. it basically, I'm like, well, okay, if they place their splash wall well, yeah, I can splash over it, but if they set it up well, it's better for me to just not waste the ink on it. Dread, the thing about Dread is that it is not a great 1v1ing weapon. It is really good at supporting your teammates in taking fights. You get really reliable area of effect damage. And so it's really, really good on any maps that have stacks and boxes and verticality. Really, really great for that. But 52 can kill so quickly, and even if you hit both of your sloshes in, you know, from, because there are two, Dread Slosher, and I also call it the Bi Slosher instead of the Tri Slosher. It, you know, puts out two things of ink. Which you can flick to have them spread out more, or sort of just aim them together to have two sloshes come out and both hit at the same time. If you hit both of those directly, it is 90 damage. So if somebody's at full health and you hit them for 90, they're super weak, they have 10 HP left, but it takes a little while for Dread to then do the next slosh to finish them off. So really quick time to kill weapons like 52, which take 2 bullets, and now they come out even faster. I hate that matchup. It's so bad. It's so bad. Inky! You know what's funny? Twitch wanted me to say happy affiliate anniversary with that message to myself earlier. Yeah, Luna can be annoying to fight on Dread on certain maps. Against a good Luna player. But not on every map. I pretty consistently hate fighting 52 gal on Dread. Let's see. I'm trying to get like all the Splatoon questions together before we get to the other topics. Is it counter to tent? Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. Man, if I was fighting with I love fighting with Lunas on Dread. We're like, yahaha, AoE together. So Starry also asked, is there a particular special from Splatoon 1 or 2 that you miss? So the first thing that comes to mind, which I do not want to come back, but I still loved using, were all of the various bomb launchers. I loved just throwing splat bombs constantly. It was so funny. So I do miss that. Do I think it should come back? No. But I do miss it. Let's see. Inkstorm is still a thing, but I miss it being on dualies. I do miss it on that. Yeah, Bomb Rush was hilarious and so fun. Oh my gosh, I'm like, what are the... Oh, Bubble Blower. Bubble Blower. That is the #1 special from previous Splatoon games that hasn't come back that I miss and would like in the game. I miss Bubble Blower. I thought it was really fun for using defensively and offensively. I didn't play Kensa Jr. a lot, but when I did, in Splatoon 2, it was really fun. I really liked that kit. I miss you, Bubble Blower. I miss you. Maybe one day you'll come back. Maybe. All right. Q&A. There are 2 questions here specifically about competitive Splatoon. So the first one is, how did you get into playing Splatoon competitively, and how can somebody start? So there are a lot of different ways to start. I started off kind of slowly easing my way into competitive. When I first started streaming Splatoon, I was not playing competitive at all. You miss Stingray? Get out. Get out. May it never come back. Yeah, so I mentioned how I had played some of the Nintendo official events back in Splatoon 2. So I guess that was when I started playing competitively, though I was mostly just doing it as a fun thing to do with friends. So honestly, I feel like that's a pretty good way of getting into it. The Nintendo events are pretty easy to come by when they do happen. The Nintendo League for the Nintendo North America League is currently happening every Saturday. You can still make a team and sign up. So look into that if you're interested. I think probably the hardest thing is that this is a team game, and it is hard to sign up if you don't have a full team. However, I will say that if you want to start playing Splatoon competitively and you have nobody to play with, because you're like, none of my friends or people that I know play Splatoon, there is a tournament series that I think is still going on. Hopefully it still is, but I was thinking of It's Dangerous to Go Alone. That is a Splatoon tournament series where you sign up as a solo player and you will get matched into teams with people. One thing that I do know is currently ongoing is the Beginners Academy at Splatoon Stronghold. And Splatoon Stronghold is probably the #1 resource for getting into competitive Splatoon now. They have a Discord server. They do have a website, and they put articles up on the website. I will see if I can quickly grab it for you. Yes, so here is the link. I definitely recommend SplatoonStronghold.com right now, and their Discord server if you want to get into competitive Splatoon. I started just because I was in the Spawn Point stream team, and several of the people there played competitively, and so I did a couple events with people who also were kind of casual or were like former competitive players who only played like occasionally competitively at that point. So that was kind of my entry point. So yeah, if you have people you know who play Splatoon, I would say just grab a group of people, sign up for an event, see what happens. If you don't know anybody, go check out It's Dangerous to Go Alone if it's still happening. If not, or even if it is, go check out the Splatoon Stronghold. Yeah, definitely like #1 place to go to right now. And then the other competitive Splatoon question related to that was, do you have any tips for people who captain a Splatoon or other esports team? So yeah, I have been captaining Malibu Rising for a couple years now. I was not the original captain. I was one of the original members, but Nina was our first captain, who also, you know, established the team. We kind of started out as a project, and then sort of, you know, became a core group of people for a team. Good night, Starry. You need sleep. It's late. Go get sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. So like my I think my first thing to point out is you should ask yourself if you think you have the mindset to captain, and also related to that, what kind of team are you looking to build? Or if you're maybe, you decide like, okay, yeah, I kind of want to get something going, but I don't want it to be like a super like intense thing where we're like signing up for tournaments every week and we're practicing every week and we're doing really intense review, but I just want like a group of people to regularly play the game with competitively, but not like competitively in the sense of like we're all trying to get better, but this isn't like a super like regular weekly thing that we're constantly doing all of the time. Because then you can look into making like a project, and then you can go around, you just like, then when you're asking for people to join, just like, you know, let people know that like this is a project or a guild, this is not a team, because I think that's an important distinction. And I think there are still plenty of things you can learn not being in a, you know, a group of 4 to 5, maybe 6 people team. If you want to be with a, you know, larger group of people, of maybe as many as like 8 to 10 or maybe even 12 people, to be more like a project or a guild. So you don't have to constantly be available for things, but you're all still sort of playing regularly together and learning things. That is still totally fine. So first, figure out what your priorities are, what your mindset is, what you're looking to get out of this. That'd be like my #1 tip, And that goes for everybody, but especially if you're going to captain a team, you do have to understand that that is a leadership role. A captain's responsibilities will differ from team to team. It's really whatever the captain would like to take upon themselves to do. If anything is something that they would like delegated to somebody else, or if there's another person on the team who's like, I would also like to do some of this, they can co-captain. Or you can have somebody who's more like a manager role, who's sort of more overseeing things and helping schedule things, but is not like the team captain, where if you think of like in more traditional sports, you would have, you have your coach, you have your team manager, you have the captain of the team. These are all very different roles. Coaching is usually its own role in competitive Splatoon, but often team management and team captaining are the same thing in Splatoon, but they don't have to be. So it's kind of important to figure out what you want to do, what you feel like you're good at, or even if you're not good at, what do you want, like what skills do you want to work on? Communication is a really, really big one. I've definitely interacted with some Splatoon captains who are not good at communicating. This is not to say that people with poor communication skills should, never, ever be captains. I think, you get better at a skill by practicing it. But I think communication is one of the most important skills, both for communicating with other teams and within your team. It's really, really important to figure out how to spread information that works for people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's important. You can be both, but it can lead to burnout fast. Yeah, it totally can. I kind of do a mix of captaining and managing, and I'm gonna be moving temporarily into more of like a managing-ish role. Not even that, because like I'm gonna be away a lot. I guess more of a cheerleader role during the NA League, just because I'm missing so much of it that I was like, yeah, Malibu, don't put me on the roster. I'm just gonna be dead space there. We can only have 5 people on the roster. Don't put me on it. I'm gonna miss so much of it. Don't save a spot for me. So I'm cheerleading this Saturday. I'm not playing at all. I'm just cheerleading. Yeah. So I know that was a lot of rambling about like tips about captaining. Like, are there specific actionable things I can suggest? Have a sense of what you want out of the team, and make sure that the people on your team are people who want the same or similar things. Because if you have different goals being on the team, there will inevitably be some conflict. So you have to make sure that people are okay with, a certain schedule that you're doing, that people are in agreement on what you should be working on, how frequently you should be meeting. Yeah, find people who want similar things, find people you can jive with, work on communication skills, work on scheduling skills. We have a Google Calendar that I maintain now. I don't know how frequently I don't know that everybody on our team checks the Google Calendar very frequently. But we have both a Google Calendar and just a channel in our team section of our Discord server for Malibu Rising, which is just schedule. And there's like very little chatter in there. It's just, Discord timestamps so that it's in different, it's in people's local time zones for events that we're doing. So I'll, have a Discord timestamp for when a scrib is, when a tournament is, and various things in a channel where people know that there is not supposed to be a whole lot of chatter in that channel. That way it's a very quick to access resource. And otherwise, if there's anything you're ever like, how can I make this more efficient? Ask your teammates who you're captaining what's working for them and what's not working. I think checkups with like, how are we feeling in terms of like team organization? How are we feeling in terms of our practices? Like, and just like do check-ins with people. I think that's all my like captaining advice. Were there other Splatoon questions? I think I might be caught up on the Splatoon questions. Related to Splatoon, you've talked about tilt sometimes, so the concept of tilting, but it seems like you handle it really well. Oh, thank you. Has that always been the case? No. And what can I do to not get angry at my games? Yeah, so I would tilt really hard in Splatoon 1. Jovial knows. I would get really angry in Splatoon 1 if I went on a losing streak. So I think my number one help for managing my tilt was honestly anxiety medication. I'm pretty sure that was my like big jump. There is more. It's not just the meds. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have an anger management disorder or some mood disorder or a anxiety disorder or depression, I mean, really honestly, talk to your doctor and see if there's a medication you can get on that will help manage your brain chemicals. Because for me, a lot of my anxiety and mood disorders came from just like a lot of inherent shame I had in myself for whenever I was not good at something. And so even as a kid, I was a really sore loser. My dad was really good about this. I mean, maybe not the best for like teaching me how to deal with losing in a way of getting better at handling losing. But he was very good at managing my mood itself. When I was really young and like learning how to play chess, I was really frustrated because obviously my dad was way better. He was an adult and I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, and not a chess genius or prodigy. I was just a 7 or 8 year old kid who was bad at chess and learning. And I would get really upset, especially whenever he captured my queen. I would usually start crying. Tilt is not always about anger. I also cry when I'm angry. I'm an angry crier. I'm an angry crier. I'm a sad crier. I'm a happy crier. I just cry a lot. I just cry really easily, really quickly. Whenever I feel any emotion strongly, I cry. But I would start crying because I was really frustrated. And then he would make a joke that there were, there were actually Australian rules. I don't know why he called them Australian rules. He was implementing Australian rules, and then there would be like an alien abduction of his own queen, so that neither of us would have a queen on the board. And that usually managed my mood very well. So that's not really good at managing tilt per se in terms of like the root cause, but it was certainly a mood disorder. Night, Ice Cream Witch. Good night, my European friends. Please sleep well. It's late. Sleep well. Get comfy. So as far as like the actual management goes, beyond talking to your doctor about whether you have a mood disorder that is impacting much more of your life and, you know, maybe you should get medication for it, it was a huge help to me. Once I was on medication, it became much easier now that I had like a baseline that was just at a lower emotional volatility point. I found it much easier to actually put into practice methods of slowing myself down, at least for anxiety. And I think there's a lot of overlap between people who have anxiety disorders and people who are very prone to tilting. is that there's a lot of just like frustration about how maybe people are perceiving you as being bad at something. I personally had a lot of internalized shame about being bad at video games because when I was growing up, it was very much pushed on me that girls didn't play video games. And so I felt like I had to be good at video games because there was the stereotype of girls are just bad at video games. So I always felt a lot of pressure to be good at them. And so that sucks. And I think that's just, you know, an explanation for why I felt some of that internalized shame whenever I was bad at a video game in particular. But that also extended to chess, things that are not video games. Just whenever I was bad at something, especially something that it was seen as like, oh, this is not a girl's thing, then I got the tilt way worse than I would for something else. And so a lot of it is working out, okay, what about this is tilting you? Like, what is going on inside your head? You have to really break down why you're feeling what you're feeling and to not pretend like you're not feeling it. Sometimes in the moment you have to be like, okay, I have to push this down, but you can't do that forever. And if you constantly push down the tilt without ever analyzing why it's happening, then it's never going to get better. And in fact, it will get worse because you're just pretending it's not there. It's like you're just shoving your mess under a blanket, but eventually the mess will be so big that it is no longer contained within the blanket. And for me, it was working out why do I feel this shame, and then learning how to reestablish my own self-worth as something that is not connected to how good I am at something. And so a lot of that was figuring out how to motivate myself in other ways besides results. Results are very easy to point to and be like, see, that's a number that says I'm better. But that's an external motivator, and it turns out you're much more likely to learn from things and get better at things if there are intrinsic rewards as opposed to extrinsic. So this would be going into a solo queue session and being like, okay, I'm going to work on XYZ skill, especially things that are not quantifiable with numbers. So for me, it's more like, okay, in this 2-hour session of my solo queue games I'm playing today, I am going to be working on awareness of where my teammates are and what they're doing. That is not something you can measure in numbers, but it gives you something to focus on that feels a lot more motivating and rewarding when you do it well. And so reframing those really frustrating experiences into learning experiences and things that you're growing from, even if it doesn't feel like you're growing in the moment, having the ability to look back at where you've come from and be like, oh, yeah, like I am getting better. I am improving. And learning how to have fun with the game besides, were you the person who got the most splats on your team, or did you win every game in this match? How did you place in this tournament? Have you made a podium? For me, those extrinsic motivators will exacerbate my tilt so much more in the long run than reframing things. So a lot of this is reframing. A lot of this is what's called the CBT, for cognitive behavioral therapy. That is one of the most common forms of talk therapy. There's also dialectical behavior therapy, which is DBT. That's a different approach, but often has, similar results. A lot of it is looking inside yourself and figuring out what the heck is going on in my brain, and not judging yourself for the way you feel, but working more on what can I do to reframe this in a way where I am not ruminating on a negative thing, because it is always so much easier to look at the negative than the positive. So that's my mental health talk. have you always had cats? Any stories about them or your current cats? I have. I don't know who asked this question. I was like, I hope somebody asked something about cats. I have always had cats. I've grown up with cats. My dad has always been a cat person. My mom, I think, grew up with dogs, but also loved cats. My first cat was my dad's cat that he adopted in college when he was in college. She was quite old by the time I came around. And she was just a sweet old lady. We also, when I was really young, had a cat named Kendra, who unfortunately died kind of young. She had some health problems, and I don't remember her super well because I was so young, but I do have one story about her because I've seen it in home videos. So that is the only, I don't remember it for myself. I only remember it from home videos. So she was a kleptomaniac. She would just steal things all of the time and hide them. And one of those things was my blanket, and I loved my blanket. I was like a toddler at this point. And she would take it. She would grab it if I wasn't, I think even if I was holding it, she would grab it and try to take it with her. But especially if I didn't have it in my hands, she would just go grab it and take it somewhere. And she was like, bye. And I would get really upset. And I was a little toddler with an anxiety disorder that would not be diagnosed until I was 30. And so I would get really angry at her. But I don't know, it's really cute when kids get angry. I watched this home video and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of adorable. I'm kind of adorable despite how angry I think I was in this moment, where she stole my blanket. And I yelled at her and told her I hated her, which is obviously a huge deal when you're like 4 years old. Huge deal. And my parents caught on home video, I think because this was around Christmas, where I went up to her and went, "I'm sorry I yelled at you, Ken Pooh," because I called her Kendra Pooh for some reason. I think I was obsessed with Winnie the Pooh at the time, so I just addended Pooh to things. But I was like, "I'm sorry I yelled at you, Ken Pooh. I'm sorry I yelled at you." So yeah, I've always had cats. I've always loved cats. I had 2 other cats after the 2 cats we had when I was super young. And both of those 2 cats we got when I was in elementary school throughout, into high school. Very sweet orange tabbies. And now we've got Dylan, Coco, and Scooter, and they're amazing. And y'all hear stories about them all the time, and I post pictures of them all the time. So, can you tell us about your Japan trip? What are you most looking forward to? So I'm going to Japan on Tuesday. Oh, somebody else also asked, have you been to Japan before? This is my 3rd trip to Japan. So I went once in 2013 after I graduated from college, and then I went again in 2016 with Jovial as our honeymoon trip. And now we're going again together. His 2nd time, my 3rd time, very soon for majority of October. And this time I am most looking forward to, I think, having more spending money than when I last went. And understanding just much more of the culture and the language than I did either of the previous times I went. So I'm really looking forward to going to Osaka for the first time and just having so much amazing food there. And I'm really looking forward to finding Splatoon merch. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. I cannot wait. Okay, what else am I missing? I think there are 3 questions here I haven't answered yet. Yeah, 3 questions. Almost caught up. What is your next cosplay going to be? Ooh. So yes, cosplay. I don't cosplay nearly as much as I used to. I used to cosplay a whole ton. I've been cosplaying since 2008. My next one, and I actually last night and this morning was collecting photos. For many years now, I've had the idea of doing a cosplay of either Braixen or Delphox. They're both in the Fennekin line from Pokemon, because they feel very witchy, and especially with Pokemon Legends ZA coming out soonish. Actually, I think quite soon. I was thinking maybe for MagFest this upcoming year in January, I might want to do a Delphox cosplay. So I've just been collecting various images as inspiration to figure out exactly kind of like what vibe I want to go for. So especially like Mega Delphox would like has more like blacks in it and whatnot. That's like just a cute video of the cats and a squirrel. But yeah, so I've been collecting images of Mega Delphox in particular to figure out what kind of clothes I want to do. So obviously this is like a Gijinka, so it's like a human version of, you know, a non-human character. So it's kind of like open to interpretation what you want to do. And I think I need a sewing project that is less trying to be a perfect recreation of a cosplay outfit, because I don't know, that's just been like killing so much love I have for crafting, because I just get so obsessed in like trying to make something look exactly like how I think it should be. And so I think I want something a little bit more creative and open-ended, because I have really enjoyed doing that in the past. So I figure I should get back to that. So next cosplay might be Mega Delphox. Didn't I say there were... Oh, there were... Okay, yes. Do you play shooters other than... Oh, wait, no, we did that. Sorry. Favorite game that isn't Splatoon? I love his favorite game that isn't Splatoon. Oh, that's tough. I play a lot of... Well, I have historically played a lot of JRPGs. Like a year-ish ago, Jovial and I finished my replay, his first play of Tales of the Abyss, which is so old at this point. Y'all, I played Tales of the Abyss when I was in high school. And it came out initially in 2005. It came out a little bit later in the US. I don't know, 2006, 2007 at the latest, I think. Yeah. We're about to hit the 20th anniversary for Tales of the Abyss. I freaking love that game. That is probably my absolute favorite game overall. That is definitely my favorite story-based game. I love the writing and the characters so much. It is a totally different thing from Splatoon. I play Splatoon. I mean, I like the story and I like the characters, but it's mostly about the multiplayer team aspect that I play Splatoon for, in addition to like the visual aesthetics and the movement and how it feels to play. For Tales of the Abyss, it was how it feels to play, but as far as story and character writing goes, it was like how it feels to play in my heart. That game wrecked me. I love it. Oh my god. I think it is one of the most compelling JRPGs I've ever played, and I absolutely recommend it to everybody. It is just a shame that it has never had a remaster or a remake or anything. Maybe one day. Okay, and the last question. We're ending on an interesting one. Is there something about you that people assume because of your appearance or demeanor, and what is something about you that surprises people? I mean, I think people generally assume that I am... That's a hard one. I think people assume that... I have plenty of anecdotal proof of this. People assume that I am am very willing to answer questions, which I guess is true from today. But I just seem to be very, very approachable. And I don't dislike that. I like that a lot. I very frequently, for my entire adult life and young adult life, have had people come up to me and ask me for directions, which is really funny because I'm terrible at directions. So I'm like, I'm really bad at that, but I will try to help. So yeah, at cosplay events and conventions, I'm consistently the person people come up to ask, hey, what's going on? And I think this assumption of I'm very amenable to taking time out of my day to help somebody with something or answer a question, or I'm easy to talk to, is partially because I am a short femme presenting person. I think generally people who are feminine and short are often people who get approached because, you know, we're, from our appearance and generally our demeanor, we seem to feel non-threatening. Sometimes, in general, I like that about myself. At certain times, I'm like, I really wish I exuded more of a threatening aura so people wouldn't bother me. Sometimes. And then I think something about me that surprises people, and y'all can tell me, I don't know if I could be off on my assumption of what people think about me. But at least from the most recent social group I was in, I definitely got the vibe that people have no idea that I actually get really angry and will cut people off, and will cut people off very quickly if I have a problem with them, that I'm like, nope, this isn't worth it. And I can be really judgmental. I try to base my judgments based on morals that I have. And I try not to be super personally judgy, but more of a like, oh, that person keeps saying things relating to certain ideology. Well, that's crappy, and I'm not going to talk to them anymore. So, like, that sort of stuff. I think people often assume that I'm okay with whatever, and I'm actually really not okay with a lot of things, and will absolutely start fights and arguments with people about it. or I just cut them off entirely. Thank you, Nina! How are you doing? I just answered, oh crap, there were 14 of these, and then there were a bunch of things that came in from chat. You just did, like, a long Q&A session. Just did a long Q&A session. How are you doing? We also launched a merch store with cute Splatoon stuff and also some non-Splatoon stuff. But yeah! So good. So good. I was gonna play a little bit of Splatoon before I got to head off for the night and get some packing and whatnot done. Oh, now I see what Nevik mentioned by the frickin' Duolingo badge thing. Subscribe to earn drops. Did y'all know that Duolingo is really bad now? Did y'all know that I tested the Japanese section of Duolingo when it first came out? It had a lot of mistakes, and I submitted so many corrections. But I'm not even mad about that. I'm just mad about, like, there are tons of AI stuff now. It's so bad. You knew? Yeah, the AI lingo. Right? Malibu Scream going right now. Yeah! I'm so glad y'all are screaming. I'm so proud. I'm like, look at my team managing themselves. Y'all are gonna do great while I'm away. I believe in y'all. You can do it. Ooh, alright. I forget what's in rotation right now, but I figured if people want to join me, we could do some opens, or maybe I check what's in Salmon Run right now. Is it a fun rotation? Is it a fun rotation? Let's see. Does it suggest opens? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's in. What we got going? Opens is Rainmaker, Bluefin, Lemuria. Interesting. Salmon Run is Jam and Salmon Junction. 52 gal, Carbon roll. Yeah, it's Carbon. I think Carbon's like the worst roller to have in Salmon Run. Splatbarrel and Wellstring. Interesting. Interesting. I'm up for either. Do y'all have a preference between Salmon Run and Opens? The Rainmaker maps are special. Bluefin and Lemuria on Rainmaker. But, you know, we could do them for funnies. We could do them for funnies. There's also Salmon Run, which has not the worst weapon rotation. I think really only Carbon is the rough one of the four. So I guess with that, you're just like, well, I'm gonna take care of all the lessers. Don't want to play Carbon and Salmon? Yeah, it's probably, I'm like, this is the worst roller in Salmon Run. That's a rough one. Well, I could continue to work on getting freshness for my Dark Tetras on the route to getting 9 stars on them. We could continue that. I can open an open lobby. Come on in. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Oh, what's up? Oh, I should have checked. It should be Rose of Battle. Because I don't think I've changed it. Unless I did. Did I change it for a scrim on Monday night? Did I? I may have. Shoot. I might currently be in the Malibu pool. Oh, never mind. I was in the correct pool. I will open up a new room. Boop. All right. Oh right, because I was doing games with y'all. I was doing opens with y'all on Tuesday night. That's what it was. Right. Do I have a food ticket? I am almost through my food ticket, but we got 2 more of it. So, Bluefin and Lemuria. That's gonna be interesting. While we're getting set up, I'm gonna go ahead and run ads. That'll also give time for Cosmic Cynthia to get in. Anybody else who wants to get in, just feel free to pop in. The pool is Rose of Battle. I will continue to send out the invites. There's no password. You can just come on in, and we'll get going in 3 minutes when the ads are over. And that'll be the last ad break of the night. And we are back, and it is gaming time! I did see somebody enter earlier, and if it was somebody who wanted to get in on a game, feel free to let us know in chat. I don't have a password on, so it's like maybe just somebody who just joined and then was like, oh, goodbye. Also, hydration reminder. Have some water. We'll get a few games in. See another person. Yeah, it was like painter. I know they had a paintbrush. I haven't played Tetris on Lemuria in a really long time. So we'll see how it goes. Whenever you are ready to queue up Cynthia, I will get us in. Bonk. Bonk. Man, now I want dually squelchers with Inkstorm. I was thinking about that earlier with, you know, ideal dualies kit. I miss having dually squelchers with Inkstorm. I miss it. I miss her. I miss her. She was so fun. I would have taken the beacon on the current custom dually squelchers instead of the chumps, which are adorable. But I would much rather have Inkstorm over chumps. For sure. I think chumps need a rework. Hi Riri! How are you doing? Also, if anybody else has any other questions for the Q&A, feel free to drop them in chat in the channel point redemption, whatever. And I'll get to them as I see them. But we are all caught up with them, so we're gonna do some Splatoon! If anybody else wants to join, just let me know. The hammer! I know it was the edit that killed me, but it was the hammer throw that made me be like, ah! Oh, that was my bad. Sorry, Cynthia, if I'd gotten that. Okay, they're gonna immediately run. Nice pick. Excellent job. Tell that I have not warmed up on the Tetris today. Get either of them? Oh. Okay, I think they're gonna get that. That is fine. Yep, I see ya. No. The evil Ultra Stamp. The evil Ultra Stamp. They're really weak. Okay, they're gonna live. That's fine. There's a lot happening over here. I'm trying to live. I don't even know where we're going anymore. Okay, okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wanted to use my slide. Thank you for finishing them. Yeah. Okay, nice. Nice. Good job, y'all. Aw, heck yeah. Get them Tetra points. I love that one. That frickin' hammer. It's okay. We were persistent. I got 17? Okay, didn't feel like that. But yeah, the double hammer was like... Yeah, it didn't feel like I got 17. I know several of those are assists. Because what, I got Splat Assister, #1 Splat Assister, #1 overall splatter, and #1 enemy splatter. It's like, I will murder. That is what I will do. Heck yeah. Da 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 da. Only so much I can do with Dapples. You don't have a lot of range. You have very little range, in fact. But you can be very fast and aggressive. Oh boy. I have the most range on this team. Other than, you know, the wiper throwing hammer. And I guess, you know, the killer whale from the Neo Sploosh. Oh. Quad. There we go. Nice. Come up here. Okay, we got that one. Oh boy! Okay, good. We've already got people respawning here to cut them off. All good. Oh my gosh, this map. They fell! Oh, hello? Okay, confusion. No, they keep being weak! No! No! I hate this map. I hate this map. No, right? That was nonsense. That was bonkers. Rigged. Rigged. Lemuria Rainmaker. #1 worst map mode. The blaster. Ooh, yeah, playing Dapples into Luna. That's a matchup I don't love. The blast radius on Luna now is pretty good, and you have to get in really close on Dapples, so unless you take them by surprise, it's rough. It's rough, buddy. Bonk. We get the next one. For sure, we get the next one. Bop 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 bop. I believe in us too. We got this. We got this easy. Easy. So many dualies in this lobby. We're all different. All right, they've got a jump coming in. Oh, I forgot you get stuck there. I spot the slider after that. It's fine. I did see you there. That's another down. Just pop it. Yeah! He's... Alright, Uncle Phil. Who is terrible, by the way. If y'all did not know, oh my gosh, Uncle Phil has done some crap. Not a doctor. Not a doctor. They got it. Nice job. Oh boy. Hold on. Don't die to that. Whew. I'm grabbing that. Nice. Woo! We just get it away from where we don't want it. Thanks, Riri. Man, the Tetris, they've been slowly coming back. Woo! Aw, they got a double. That's fine. Oh, I didn't mean to come down here. Shoot. Okay, they've got a lot of paint on the ground. Oh, but we keep getting kills, so. I'm just gonna try to hold it over here. Nice job! Sometimes you don't want to run the Rainmaker forward. If you got a nice lead, and it's like, well, game's gonna end soon. We just hold this space right here. Yo! GG's. Ooh, I think we need 2 more, and then we get our calcs. Let's go! Rainmaker main! Okay, Uncle Phil does suck, but our Uncle Phil did not. Our Uncle Phil was pretty good. This Uncle Phil. This one can stay. Yeah, man! If you want to go down a rabbit hole, start researching Dr. Phil's history and stuff he has done with his show, because ooh, that man has some bad views, has spread some bad views. Hydrate reminder, thank you. Thank you. And thanks, Cynthia. I do, man, I love me some Tetras. I love me some Tetras. Oh my gosh, they're all here. There's 2. I'm down to a bow, that's fine. They will get that check, but... They lived. Cynthia and I having the same idea. I'll help with pop. Okay, they're gonna hammer, so I'm gonna grab. The reef sliders! There are so many reef sliders in this lobby. Oh boy. Okay, I was gonna say, if that hammer didn't get a kill, I'm gonna be like, what the heck? Alright, we're 2 and 2. Let's go, Uncle Phil! Things I will only say in this context! Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna roll off the map! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die! Oh, what are you going for Halloween as? I have like a vaguely witchy outfit that I put together for a character, that I played in a LARP a year ago. And I'm probably gonna repurpose that because I'm gonna be in a very, very witchy vibe. Like even more so than usual. Because the next Florence and the Machine album comes out on Halloween called Everybody Scream, and it feels very, very witchy. So on Halloween, I'm just gonna be listening to that and being dressed up as a witch. There is a music video already out for Everybody Scream, by the way, and it's great, and you should watch it and you should listen to the song. It's wonderful. I love Florence Welch and Florence the Machine. I kept hoping for somebody else to pick it up so I could use Reef Cider, but Teehee. We trade. Yep, I saw. I was like, oh, Cynthia's dead. I'm gonna die to this curly bomb. Go, my chicken, go. Yeah, we actually don't have a great lead. I think they get lead here. Yeah, they got a huge boost from the platform. It's fine. We've got time to do another push. I need more paint on the ground, though. Get paint on the ground, my friends! Ooh, pop it. I don't want to be the one holding the Rainmaker. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this is bad. Help me. Help me. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, this Julie's gonna get me. This Julie's gonna get me. Oh, yeah, we unfortunately never had a good long push. Ooh. Probably when I was waiting to see if somebody else would pick up Rainmaker because I wanted to use my special, I probably should have just picked it up. Because that ate up some time. Tried to be fast. You were plenty fast. We're playing. Our comp became 4 weapons that want to run in. And it's like, We all murder. We all want to murder. Oh yeah, those end parry dualies with their splashdowns were very good. I should play more end parry dualies. Of the 3 splat dually kits, it's the one that I play the least. And it's not that I dislike it. I do like it. I just play it the least. I like, for team play, I like the tools on Splat Dualies and Twinkle's Splat Dualies the most. But I still miss my Inkstorm on a dually! Missing an Inkstorm. Missing an Inkjet. I'm so sad. Don't play Splat Dualies enough. They're fun! If you want to be super aggressive, I do think the end parry Splat Dualies are kind of like the really fun one to play, especially in solo queue. In team play, I have really been enjoying the bubble on the Twinkles Dualies. And using that kind of like how a roller would use bubble, very aggressively. Oh boy. Okay. We have double charger, double dually. Oh boy. Leave me alone. Yeah, we gotta move that, Splatling. Never mind, that's gonna kill me. Nice! My charger is... We would love for either of you to run the Rainmaker, because there are 2 of you. I feel like they're not going to do it. Oh, down to 30. There we go. I got you, my friend. My charger buddy. I won't let them do it to you like that. Trying to get them to look at me. I do kind of wish that one of our chargers would play up a little bit more aggressively. This is a little awkward. Making sure we've got plenty of that painted. Nobody's coming from over here. I'm just gonna grab this and get it away! Thank you, my friends. Okay. Got it back onto their plat. Oh, nice slider. Nice slider. Dang it. It's a bad angle for me. Oh my gosh. All pedal. All gas, no brakes! I want to get a little bit more paint up over on this side. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna... No, okay, I think they're moving too slowly. They're not gonna get podium. They do have a lot of paint over there, though. That's good. Snipe. Oh, that was my bad. They will get podium there. Nice. Let me just make sure they don't pop. Nice! Good job! I think I can do one more. Dualies! Man, the double dually double charger. I do wish that one of our chargers was more willing to pick up the Rainmaker more often. There are two of them. I'm like, please. Please. I would rather go down to one charger than one dually. Yo, nice job. Nice job. Okay, we can do one more. One more. Yeah, right? I'd be like, okay, we have two back lines. I feel like one of them should pick up Rainmaker, especially if they're both charger. Especially, I would love for the one with triple ink strikes to pick up, and then the one with vac, the ink vacuum, to use their ink vacuum, like right behind the Rainmaker carrier. Ideally, that's what I would love. Vacuum to help keep the Rainmaker carrier safe. Okay. There's two over here. I'm gonna die. But there were two right, so... Oh, no picks over there. Oh, dang. Excellent work. So I feel like, how were you alive? Please don't get sniped. Just make that person stop paying attention for a hot second. Let's go! Ah! I saw them aiming at me too. Oh, okay, they got a nice double on us. Okay, I hope that y'all will keep up the pressure over there. I'm just very concerned about the two beacons over here. Okay, excellent. Those are down. I feel better. They reset. Very good work. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm dropping. YOLO. Yo, good run, good run. Oh. Okay, alright. I'm glad I got the beacons down. Those just sitting there forever would have been, not great. We are eating up their time. Really, really. They're about to explode. Yeah, excellent work. Isn't that sneaky beacon? Oh, please don't die to the whale. Whoop! That was the bait. Definitely. That was entirely planned. Oh, darn. It would have been funny. There we go. Yo! Okay, that was fun. Tetras are fun. I love them. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, great aggression. We really were just all gas, no brakes. Just keep trying to push it. See, I love that in Rainmaker. I love just being like, I'm gonna make sure the Rainmaker's never on my side. I'm just gonna keep running it towards them. Yo, GG's! That was so fun! Ah, heck yeah. Bluefin, Depot, Lemuria, Rainmaker, we win the... I think did we only lose 2 of them? They were both Lemuria... Okay, we had 3 Lemuria games, but we won every time on Bluefin. Just saying. We won every time on Bluefin. Oh, GG's. I'm gonna miss y'all when I'm in Japan, but I am also going to really enjoy Japan. If you are interested in buying any merch, please do so. Thank you so much for being so, like, excited about the merch stuff. I'm also really excited. I've been working on it for a while. And I am very happy with it. Yeah, what's up, man? Dualies forever. We love them, and congratulations again on winning the mug. Let me know when it arrives. Oh, the pink on the inside. I love it. I love it. I was just trying to see. I am 2 stars away from finishing the gold badge for Splash Mob. And I was just like, are there any Splash Mob items in here? Any Splash Mob gear? There's one, the green cardigan. That's one. Oh, there's 2. I could do it. I could finish it, right? Let's do it. I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it. Unless I counted wrong. Unless I counted wrong. I got it. I got it. There it is. And then all my other ones. Got Crack On. We've got Squid Force. We've got Rockenberg. We've got Forge and Inkline and Tentatech. Still working on all the others. That's why I'm always poor in this game. That's why I'm always poor. I just I never have money because I keep spending it. Oh my gosh, y'all, please keep in touch while I'm away. If you ever have a problem going on in the server, contact one of the mods. Shantara is usually the one most easily available and whatnot. Rozzy Wolf being the next person. Do not contact Jovial. He will be in Japan with me. He will be in Japan with me. I think I'm just gonna run for the night instead of doing a raid because I'm very hungry and I need to immediately go and start cleaning and packing. But Chase247, by the way, is another Dualies player, so if anybody wants to go check out his channel, please do so. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you ever want to check out the merch stuff, it will be linked in a bunch of various places. I am Rose of Battle on all of my socials. I do not know if I will have time to queue up some stuff to go live on YouTube while I'm away, but you know, if I somehow get done with my actual day job work like early enough and like don't spend the entirety of the weekend and Monday on that stuff in addition to packing and cleaning, then I will try to get some stuff ready to go live on YouTube for while I'm away. But VODs will be up on YouTube if you want to catch anything. I do have a VODs channel if you want to watch anything back. That's not on Twitch. So yeah, you don't get the servers on fire. Like us eating food in Osaka, being like a mouthful of takoyaki, being like, what? Also, feel free to join the Discord and do not set it on fire. Please do not set it on fire while I'm away. But if it does catch on fire, contact Shawnee, contact Shantara, and Rozzy Wolf. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's been so good being on Twitch all of these years. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I will be back around the end of October. I will keep you updated as to when I'm going to get back to streaming. I will be posting on socials and whatnot. Fire gifts only. It really will. I will come back like Donald Glover's character in that one scene in Community when he comes in with the pizzas and just everything is on fire. And he's just looking around like, got to be me. Be well, everybody. Please stay safe. Please go get your flu and COVID vaccinations if you can. Please go do so. I believe the Novavax for COVID has been rolling out to like CVS's across the US, so please go get that if you haven't already. Please go get your flu shot soon if you haven't already. And yeah, stay safe. Be well. I can't wait to show you all pictures and videos from Japan. Thank you for all the support. I can't wait to be in Japan. I will see y'all at the end of October. Have a fantastic October. Lots of fun horror movies and spooky games. I will catch you on the flip side. Be well until the end of October. Bye.